Hello,
Hello. Hi, how are you?
I am fine. What about you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Can you hear
Yeah, yes, please.
can you hear me okay?
Yes. I'm hearing.
Okay. Excellent. All right. My name is Ella. What's your name?
My name is Prem Sagar.
Okay. I don't think I can pronounce that. Sorry.
Yes, P-R-E-M. P-R-E-M. Prem.
Prem?
Yes,
Okay.
P-R-E-M. Yes, okay.
Nice to meet you. And where are you from?
Yes, I am Prem Sagar. I am from India. I am living in
Okay.
India.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Well, it's very nice to meet you. I'm from Mexico,
Mexico,
but currently I'm in London.
London. Okay.
Mhm. So tell me, do you want to do anything specific today? Did you want to just practice conversation or do a lesson or something else?
No, just wanted to practice, practice conversation.
Conversation? Okay, we can do
Okay.
that. Very good. So you always lived in India?
Yes, I'm living in India.
Okay. Um, all your life, or have you lived in different places?
No. I am lived here. So I birth and brought up here only.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You
Yeah.
you were born and raised in India.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so let me ask you this. Do you need to practice English for work or traveling or something else?
Yeah, for work. I need to practice the English for work, for
Mm-hmm.
communication. So I am a public officer. I serve the people. I'm serving the people in a government department. So a lot of people coming with me. So that's why I need to communicate with them in good manner. So that's why I'm uh, taking these classes.
Okay. Very
So
good.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. And so okay, you said that you're a public officer?
Yes, public officer.
Okay. So not a police officer.
No, not a police officer. I'm a public officer. I'm a tribal welfare officer. Tribal means the people who have lived in the forest and they are now coming out of the forest and we give them all facilities basic infrastructure and whatever they wanted to
Mm.
live in good manner. Or we provide them education and
Mhm.
provide them shelter and basic facilities like road, drainage, and even jobs. And we provide them good food.
Okay. That's
This is
very interesting. Yeah.
yes,
Cool. How long have you been doing that?
yeah. I'm doing since 13 years. Before that, I was a teacher for 9 years, high school teacher,
Okay.
and
Mm.
our state government had conducted one examination. I have passed that examination, and from teacher, I became a public officer.
I see. Okay. So teacher for 9 years and then public officer for 13.
Yes.
Mhm. Do you ever miss being a teacher?
Sorry.
Do you ever miss teaching?
Yes. Definitely. I miss
Okay.
because I was a high school teacher. I miss the students because my I am interested in social science history and geography, economy, and political science. All these are my favorite subject, and among them, history is my very favorite subject. So I miss that subject, and even students.
I bet. Yeah. My
But
mom. Oh, go ahead.
yes, but compared to the teaching field, this is a vast, means wide area. we can service I can serve the most of the people. I can reach the people, the poor people, and the who are needy, so that I reach them.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
that's very cool. So
yes.
interesting. I don't think I'd ever talked to somebody that did something like that. So, yeah. um and okay. So, what's the hardest part of your job?
No, nothing is hardest part because I choose this I choose this job because I want to serve the people who are needy.
Mhm.
So it's not a hard job. It's not a hard task. So I am serving the people, and I am even I get money for it.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yes, salary.
that sounds really good. Yeah. Um so what does your regular day look like?
Regular day, like I wake up um, morning almost around 7 a.m.
Mhm.
and uh, I have I have three children, two daughters and a son, younger
Mhm.
son. My daughters are in they are in residential school, and my son is my wife and son is with me, and
Mm.
she is also teacher, and she is going to duty, and even my son, he's a second grade, he's in second grade, and he's every day he goes to school,
Mhm.
and I'm also around 10 a.m. morning I go to the office,
Mm.
and till 1:30 there is a first session. After 1:30 to 2:30 there is a break, and even 2:30 to 5:30 there is a office, and if I have work, I do till late evening. Otherwise I come to home, and again in the evening I go to the gym for 45 minutes or 1 hour.
To the what, sorry?
Gym workout.
Oh, to the gym. Yeah. Okay. Mhm.
Yes, workout to the workout for an hour,
Mhm.
and come back and have dinner, and after that I watching whenever I have time. So that time I watching Camly videos,
Mhm.
and late in the night I connect with the teachers, Camly teachers.
Okay. Wait a minute. So you watch Cambly videos and
Yes,
then like how do you, like previous conversations that you've had with other tutors
not
or
for myself, other tutors, and there is a lot of videos are there from different person and different teachers videos, and I watched all the videos.
Hmm,
Yes,
interesting.
sometimes I read books like English books. Yes,
Nice. Okay.
yes.
Do y- do you have a favorite book?
Yeah, like I'm interested in history book like Indian history, or other like even I am interested in political science and even contemporary news. Every day I read news, also newspaper also in the morning.
Okay. You know, I have to say I'm not very good at that. I I think the only news I read are the ones that basically the ones that Google gives me on my phone.
Yes, yes.
And
Okay.
it's usually just like things that have to do with pop culture and stuff like that. So,
Okay. And
Mhm.
your hobbies?
um, excuse me, say that again.
Yes, your hobbies. Hobbies.
Oh, so I do have quite a few actually. Well, traveling is one. Um, I also like, for example, well, watching movies. I like listening to music, um, dancing, pretty much anything that has to do with art, with some form of art. I
Okay.
really like to do. Mhm. Mhm.
You are living in Mexico.
Yes, I live in Mexico.
Yes. How many countries have you been?
Um, so I've actually really only three. Wait a second. I've been to the United States. I've been to London, where I'm at right now, and then I've been to I've been to Panama. Um, I was in Canada, but I wouldn't count it because I was only there like for a layover. So I was just there for like a few hours. So that doesn't count. And I didn't really get out of the airport, so that doesn't count. Yeah, so how many was that? Like three or 4?
Okay. Which is your favorite country?
Um, that is whew. Well, I'm really liking London so far. London is really beautiful.
So you want to in future visit India?
Maybe. I really like the food. But I've probably never tried like
Mm,
real Indian food.
okay, okay.
Mhm.
Around have any restaurant from India? Indian restaurant there in
Um
Mexico?
Not in Mexico. I think there's more in London. Um,
That's nice.
yeah, and it was a little spicy for me though. Yeah.
Yeah, India earlier means in the 18th century, 18th, 19th century, the India, this country had attracted for spices. That's why a lot of European countries came to India.
Wait a minute. So you said that India did what with 4 spices?
Spices means uh,
Like,
cardamom and
okay.
this type of spices are there. India is famous for spices.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah.
Because of that, Europeans were came to India and they started trade with India. And
Mhm.
yes,
Yeah.
you means United
Mhm.
Kingdom and Portugal and even Netherlands, or sometimes we call Holland, and
Right.
that's why they came to India for trade.
Mhm. For the spices and the
Yes,
flavors, yeah. Mhm.
spices and silk.
Aha, silk.
Yes,
Okay. Wow.
yes.
So do you think there's well, I don't honestly really know much about history. I'm very bad at remembering names and dates and like important events. So, if there's one thing that you think I should know about India, what would it be?
Yeah, here it's a very good nature. India, it's a very greenery and let's say Himalayan most highest hill
Oh,
mountain.
yes, the Himalayas, right? Yeah.
It's one of the highest peak in the
Mhm.
world. Yeah, and Taj Mahal.
Yes, I've heard of the Taj Mahal. I don't.
uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and a lot of beaches like beachside, yeah, because India is three sides. One side is a mountain like north. India has a border like mountain and like three parts like east, west, and south. So
Mhm.
we uh, like seas.
Uh-huh. Okay. So like
East
three
part of
coasts.
yes, three coasts. So east part of the India we have Bay of Bengal, and in the south we have ocean, Hindu Ocean, and in west we have Arabian Sea.
Okay.
So a lot of beaches, like beautiful beaches, are there.
Mhm.
Uh, yes, and greenery. Greenery is also there. Means natural beauty is there in India.
Mhm. Which
Yes.
one is have you been to all of the beaches?
Yeah, like I visited beaches like west part of the India, like Goa is a famous Goa and Kerala and yes, these all are means most of the wonderful beaches are there. Even foreigners are visited these beaches. Yes,
Oh, okay. You said Goa was one of them?
Goa is it's a city. It's a state. It's a
Oh,
state.
okay. Mhm.
It's famous for beaches.
Okay.
And
I'm taking a look at that right now. Some
once it
pictures.
was, yes, once it was ruled by Portugal,
Mhm.
up to I think in the year 1948 or 1950, they left that city or that state.
Oh, I see.
Yes,
Did do you think there's still some like Portuguese influence in that part of India?
definitely, definitely.
Mhm. Mhm.
City fully influenced by that people. The
Um
culture, food,
mhm.
and even houses, like style, like yeah, they have
Uh-huh.
those houses. Yeah,
Okay. Wow. Did did they also like bring their language? Do people there speak Portuguese?
yes, yes, yes. It's a mixed language.
Okay. A mixture of Portuguese and
Yes, English and something like Indian languages.
mhm. Hmm.
Yes,
I wonder what that sounds like. Do you know
yeah.
the what language that would be?
That would be like yeah. There is a Konkani language like mix up with local and even English language is there and yeah.
Okay. Konkani. I'm gonna have to look up some like video or something where I can hear it. That's
Yeah,
really interesting.
yes. Even India is a very big country.
Mhm.
It's a huge country, and we have huge population, 1.3 billion population now. Yeah,
Wow.
India is the most populous country in the world.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
and very different region like here beaches are there, and like we call that mountain is there, countryside is there, greenery is there. Everything is there in India.
Mhm.
And even culture is also very different and diverse because lot of languages are there because even my mother tongue is different almost officially uh, i- uh, 20 around 20 languages are there in India officially it's established.
What? 20 official languages. Hmm.
Yes, almost.
That is incredible.
Yes,
I wonder about Mexico because in Mexico there's also um indigenous languages.
yes,
Yeah,
okay.
but I don't know how many there are. And I don't know. I think, oh, about 60. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
My sister's over there and she was like telling me it's 60.
Yes,
um, yeah, yeah,
yes.
60.
Those all languages are officially means
Um,
here
I
in India we have a lot of languages. Some 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 languages they have like only they can speak, but they don't have like script.
mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay, I see.
like most languages, like thousands of languages are here, but officially only around 20 languages are accepted in constitution. Officially, we can
Uh,
communicate.
mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay. I see. Mm, I wouldn't know exactly. So it looks like okay, Spanish, of course, is the language that most people speak
Mexico,
in
okay,
Mexico, but mm, the indigenous groups. So I actually found that it's 68.
okay,
68 and then 69 including Spanish.
okay,
Um and I okay, so the thing about those languages is that since they are more like ancient languages,
okay,
people kind of associate them with um the opposite of progressing. So they feel like if they still speak that language, they're not moving forward, they stay stagnant. So yeah, so the number of people that basically speak that language have been decreasing and decreasing and decreasing. So yeah, that's kind of sad, but it's what's happening. Mhm.
yeah. What I'm thinking is that most of the languages now they are decreasing because that w- uh, in these days because of globalization, because
Mhm.
of digitization, because of urbanization, the most of the people they wanted that they can speak that most of the people are speaking in the world. So remaining who have the regional languages people that they also think that because in our country also who can speak English that they can get more respect.
Mm. Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
compared to regional language, my regional language is Kannada. It's my mother tongue, and here also, who is going to that English medium school? That means they are good, they are
Mm.
good, they are rich,
I
they are
see.
intelligent. Like that, the feeling is like that in society.
Mhm.
So that's why these languages means regional languages, whatever we have regional languages, they only consider that these languages are only mother tongue. They're only they are speaking in house only. Otherwise,
Mm. Mhm.
they of the house they are speaking, or if they are going to school, that compared to like English
Mhm.
language, most of the regional languages schools are now closing.
Mm. I see.
Every child means each and every parents they wanted to go their children to English medium schools. They're
Mm.
learning so they can get in future good jobs, and they can go to abroad.
Yeah.
It's fashion now. It's a fashion. Yeah, my son is my son is in US. My son is in UK. Like this is
Right. Mhm.
parents are they are proudly saying
Mhm. Yeah.
because
So,
most of the languages are now the the speaking people are going less.
mhm. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and technology also. So technology also supporting only these languages.
That's true. Mhm.
Yes, in mobile or computer, any other technologies. Only working the engineers also on that only these languages only. Otherwise, regional languages doesn't have that much of support.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It would be very complicated, huh? Unless a very, you know, good-hearted individual that speaks that language would take it upon themselves to translate everything. It would be a very heavy task. Mhm.
I
Yeah.
Mexico, it's in US. Yes.
Excuse
Yeah,
me?
it's US, Mexico, Mexico.
Um, I'm sorry, but what was your question about Mexico?
Mexico, it's in US.
No. So Mexico is the country right below the US. Hmm.
Okay, so it's not in US. Okay,
Right, it's a separate country. Hmm.
okay, okay. And what is the lifestyle means compared to US? There is any different lifestyle? How it's
Um, yes, it's actually very different. So I think it would also depend what part of the US you compare it to. But for example, where I live in Mexico, it's very close to Texas.
okay,
So people in my city, they usually go to Texas sometimes every weekend or every other weekend. So in my city, um, actually, foreigners that visit my city, they don't really think that they're in Mexico. They're like, this looks like the United States. um, excuse me?
which is your city?
It's called Monterey.
Monterrey.
Mhm, that's what it's called. And yeah, but that's only my city. And then other parts of Mexico, it's easier to tell that it's a different country, that it's Mexico. Yeah, but I think one of the biggest things, well, okay, so for example, in the US, people eat a lot of fast food
Okay,
all the time. Fast food, like McDonald's, Wendy's. There's so many fast food chains, honestly. um, and in Mexico, there's some, but people still prefer homemade food.
yeah, it's good.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Of course, there's, sometimes when either you're very busy or you're like in a rush and you don't have the time to cook. So maybe then you'll get something like a burger or something. But yeah.
Yeah, in India also means India is a different type of social structure is here. Like
Mhm.
most of the people they are living in rural means
Mm, mhm,
like 4 to 500 houses are there. So like villages are rural India. It's a
mm.
compared to urban. Rural India is a very big. Most of the people in India they are living in rural area,
I
and
see.
25 to 30% people are living in urban area, and 70% of the population of India they are living in rural area. In
Wow.
yeah, yes, in rural area, every day they're preparing food in their respected house, and only they depend on only on it. And
Mhm,
in urban also only weekends that people go to outside. In weekend they go outside and eat in restaurant.
mhm.
Yes, restaurants and hotels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
And nowadays in urbanization influence is everywhere. Is it America, Mexico, or India, or China, whatever means we all are know that because of globalization there is the restaurants are everywhere, that
Yeah.
we celebrated like weekends, we enjoying weekends in everywhere, every corner of the world.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah, true.
yeah. So
Yeah.
because
Um, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. We only have like very few seconds left now, but it was very nice to meet you.
and
And
how is
yeah,
my language English?
I think you're doing good. Maybe your pronunciation needs some work.